Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Phenomenal Gaming here, back at it again with our Washington Wizards rebuild. So we're going to be picking up where we left off. So this is going to be the beginning of year 3 for our rebuild. Just a little refresher. Let's take a look at our roster. So we got Alexander Sarr, Lonnie Whitehead, Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, Carlton Carrington, Corey Kispert, Davion Mitchell, A.J. Johnson, Saddiq Bey, Willie Braun, who's another one of our rookies, Raymond Grant, who was our LeBron James ceiling rookie, Jock Landale, Cameron Cheeks, our guy, as you know, Mac Knox, who is another rookie we just selected in this last year's draft. Alright, and here's our lineup that we set before the end of this last video. It's going to be Donovan Mitchell as our starting... Davion Mitchell is our starting point guard, Bilal at shooting guard, Kispert at small forward, and running the twin towers with Sarr and Whitehead as our power forward and center. And our bench is going to be Keyshawn George, Carrington, A.J. Johnson, Raymond Grant, and Willie Braun. Alright, guys, well, I got decently high hopes for this year. I mean, just with our starting lineup, we should be somewhere around the 500 range with our record. If I had to guess, hopefully it goes decently well. If not, I'm okay with that too, and we can get another decent draft pick to just keep on stacking onto this team. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into this season, and I will catch y'all at the All-Star break. All right, guys, so at the All-Star break, we are 28 and 26. Let's go ahead and look at the stats for everybody on the team and see how everybody's doing this year. So Lonnie Whitehead is having himself a year. He's averaging 20, almost 12, but 11 and 5 with 1 steal and a block, and he's shooting 47% from the field and 34 from 3. So this guy is going to be a staple for this team for a long time. Bilal's averaging 13, 5, and 4. Sarr's averaging 13, 7, and 3. Davion Mitchell, 10, 2, and 5. Keyshawn, 8, 4, and 2. Raymond Grant's averaging 13, 3. That was our guy with the LeBron ceiling, and he's already having a pretty good rookie year, so I don't mind that at all. And we have a lot of guys averaging a decent amount of points. Like I said, come in this year or maybe next, we're probably going to get some of these guys out of here so we can really focus on our key pieces. Because I feel like if you have too many good, like, decent to good players in this game, it can kind of jumble up, like, how your team plays and end up not being so great. Our boy Cheeks, 1 game played, 1 minute, same as last year. He's going to get his time to shine, though. I believe it. All right, and let's go ahead and look at the All-Stars like we do for every year. Sorry, not All-Star voting. I want the All-Star participants. All right, so your East All-Stars are going to be Cade Cunningham, Therese Halliburton, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Evan Mobley, Jalen Brunson, LaMelo Ball, Cat. Lonnie Whitehead is a first-time All-Star in his 2nd year. Let's go, boys. That's what I like to see. Jaylen Brown, Franz Wagner, Tyrese Maxey to round out your East All-Stars. The All-Stars on the West side are going to be Luka, Shea, Nikola Jokic, Jalen Williams, Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Kyrie Irving, Zion Williamson, Chet, Alperen Sengun, Bam Adebayo is now on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay. Ja Morant to round out your West All-Stars. All right, and let's see who's leading the league in standings right now. So Detroit is 43 and 11 in the Eastern Conference, followed by Cleveland at 38 and 17. Wow. Okay, so who does Detroit have on their team? I mean, they are dominating. Cade, Jaden Ivey, Lonzo Ball, Ron Holland. What is this lineup? This can't be the lineup, right? There's no way. They don't even have like a big man. Are they playing Thompson at the center? There's this might be the craziest lineup I've ever seen in 2K. Cade Cunningham and PG, Jay Navi at shooting guard, Lonzo Ball at the 3, Ron Holland, who I'm pretty sure is like he's a power forward, small forward. Did they switch his position? I'm pretty sure he's like a guard. I mean, I know he's 6'8", but still, what? Okay, and then Thompson. How are they 43 and 11? That just baffles my mind. Wow. Okay, let's look at the Western Conference. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 42 and 12, followed by Oklahoma City, who's 40 and 16. Let's look at Minnesota. I'm pretty sure Minnesota's got a pretty good. Yeah. Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels is a beast in these 2K sims. I will tell you that. Bam Adebayo. I mean, their team's good, but they're not that great, man. I mean, I feel like we should be competing more, but I guess we're still young, so it's not going super great for us. I mean, we are 7th in the Eastern Conference right now, so we're not even in the play-in. We actually have a playoff spot as of right now. All right, so that's how everything's looking right now. So we're just going to go ahead and sim to the end of this season. All right, guys, so we did stop simulating at the contract extension deadline. I wanted to see who was up for a contract extension, see who was willing to re-sign and everything. So Bilal, who's actually injured right now, is refusing to re-sign with us, which I don't mind. I mean, I was trying to trade him not that long ago, so we can live with that. And then Carrington is willing to re-sign with us, and I think I'm probably going to bring him back. He's really young. He's already 83. I know he doesn't fit well into the system, but I think he's a really good player, and I want to keep him around with us for at least a couple more years. So we're gonna try to sign him to a 2-year contract. I'm trying to think. Do we want to do 2 or 3 year? We'll do a 3-year contract. Actually, yeah, that's fine with me. Let's try to bump this down a little bit, pay him a little bit less than what he wants. Let's go to like 27. And he has accepted the offer. Perfect. All right, so we re-sign Carrington to a contract extension. All right, and then everybody else, Landell, I don't really care to re-sign. And Sadiq Bey is refusing to re-sign as well. All right, so we're going to leave everything the same, and we'll get back to simming, and we'll see y'all at the end of the year. All right, guys, so we finished the season 43 and 39. That's kind of what I was expecting. Like I said before we even started the season, I was expecting to go around 500. So we lived up to my expectations. All right, so your 2027 MVP is Shea once again, averaging 32, 4, 9, 2, and 1. Your Rookie of the Year is Raymond Grant, our boy, averaging 13, 3, and 2. With 1 steal and 1 block a game. Your 6th Man of the Year is Miles Bridges. Wembanyama is your Defensive Player of the Year. David Roddy is the Most Improved Player. And Devin Booker is your Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch being the Coach of the Year. All right, so let's go ahead and advance and get into these playoffs. First thing, your All-NBA first team is Shea, Luka, Jokic, Giannis, and Evan Mobley. Second team, Lonnie Whitehead is on the All-NBA second team in his second year. Let's go, man. I mean, that's really promising for us in these couple of years leading into the future, so I'm liking that a lot. But it's Lonnie Whitehead, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Wembanyama, and De'Aaron Fox. Third team is going to be Ja, Kyrie, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Brunson. Here are your defensive teams. And all rookie first team, we're going to have our boy Raymond Grant on there. And our other rookie didn't even get on here. Oh, no, Mac Knox. Yeah, he barely even played, so I'm not surprised by that at all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these playoffs. Where did we end up? So we are the 8th seed, so we did get a play-in spot. All right, so we lost that game. Let's go ahead and sim this game. And the Boston Celtics end up being the 8th seed in the West. All right, so let's go ahead and sim through these playoffs. Oh, wait. Am I tripping? Wait. Okay. Let me do this first, then I'll see where I messed up. Shea is your Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 37, 4, and 9 with 3 steals a game. And then Zachary Rishisher is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging 32, 4, and 1. Shea, I mean, those are ridiculous numbers to put up. This guy, free throw merchant. Look at that, guys. Free throw merchant. 96% from the free throw line. Who knows how many he shot. Okay, and what did I miss? How did we become the 7th seed? Oh my god. Okay, I thought we lost the first play-in game. I was mistaken. So we actually won the first playoff game. So that means we were the 7th seed, and we actually beat Toronto in the first round 4-3. How did I not realize that? Well, I completely skipped over that, but that okay, I'll take that all day. So we had a pretty decent year. We made it into the Eastern Conference semifinals, and we ended up losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1 there. All right, so not bad. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into this offseason and see what we are working with. The Thunder end up taking the championship, and Jalen Williams is your Finals MVP, averaging 26, 6, and 5. Player retirements. Oh, man. Look at all the names going out this year, guys. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Andre Drummond, Chris Middleton, Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, C.J. McCollum, Bradley Beal, T.J. McConnell, Marcus Smart. Man, the NBA that I grew up on is now out of the league, so it is a new generation, which means it is Lonnie Whitehead's time to dominate. Hall of Fame inductees, you're going to have Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. No surprises there. And jersey retirements, you got James Harden's jersey retired with the Rockets, Draymond's with the Golden State Warriors, and Kevin Durant's with the Oklahoma City Thunder. League meetings, okay, it seems like they didn't try to approve anything dumb this year, which I am appreciative of. All right, and let's get into the draft lottery. I'm not sure if we even have a pick in the draft lottery because I think we only have our own pick. Yeah, so no, we don't. And look, the Rockets, Phoenix, and Brooklyn picks are going to end up being really good picks for them. I was trying to get one of them, but I just couldn't get anything to shake. All right, so let's see who ends up getting the first pick. So the Jazz do end up getting the first pick, with the Kings getting the second and the Pelicans getting the third. The Rockets end up with the 4th and 5th pick. Staff signing. Do we need to do anything here? I don't. Assistant GM. Can we get a better team doctor? Because through these teams, I have been realizing that it seems like our players have been getting injured a decent amount, and it takes a little while for them to get healed up. Okay, there we go. So we got a lot better team doctor now. All right, let's go ahead and get into this combine. Really, I just want to get to the workouts. I'm not too worried about the combine here. All right, pre-draft workouts. So it looks like, again, the top pick in this year's draft is going to be a center, a 7-2 center. So I'm not really worried about inviting him. I think we're good on the center position with Lonnie Whitehead and Alexander Sarr. So let's do like some point guards, power forwards. I think we're good on the shooting guard position too, honestly. So we're just going to go for like our forwards and a point guard kind of look in this draft. All right, so is there anybody who stood out in our pre-draft workouts? It doesn't really seem like it. This guy isn't bad. Jaysean Marshall. Dylan Banks didn't do terrible. Let's see what these guys' ceilings are. Dave Bing. Comment if you know who Dave Bing is, because I have no clue. I know who Rod Strickland is, not Dave Bing. Okay, Damian Burton's got a Hall of Fame ceiling with Andre Miller bench. That's not bad. And he does have pretty good perimeter defense. Shooting, not so much. Wait. How does it... Okay, so he doesn't have that good. Dylan Banks must have the... Okay, yeah. For some reason, it carries over. Whenever you're doing this, it carries over the grades to the next player you look at of the guy before them, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, so Dylan Banks is actually pretty good. He's got really good ball handle speed with ball, and he must have pretty good perimeter defense. 81, yeah, that's not bad at all. And let's look at Deshaun Marshall. So he's got a Hall of Fame ceiling. Okay, well, he might be the number 1 pick because his draft rank is 1. Hopefully somebody takes the center first, which would be amazing. And look, there's Dave Bing again. Who is Dave Bing? Somebody inform me. I'm guessing he's like a super old school player because I've never heard that name in my life. But I guess somebody will let me know in the comments. Yeah, Deshaun Marshall is really good. Hopefully he doesn't go number 1 and we can take him. That would be great. All right, let's go ahead and get into this draft. Actually, what am I talking about? I hope he doesn't go number 1. I don't think I have a pick till like the 15th pick. So I'm going to see if I can trade up in this draft to possibly get him. So let's see what we can make happen. All right, so let's go to trades. Oh, man. Who has the... Oh, gosh. So we only have the 18th pick. Let's go ahead and see who has the number 1 pick this year. I think it was... Who was the number 1 pick, guys? I can't remember. The Jazz. That's right. Okay. What would we be willing to give up to get our point guard? Honestly, like, I would be willing to give up some of our younger guys, and I would be willing to take on Pascal Siakam's contract because I think he's just going to be a free agent, right? Yeah. And then let's put in the 18th. Oh, so we can't even trade our own pick. What about this? And then would they do this? No. Okay. I mean, I doubt we'll be able to make this happen, but no. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do that. Let's see about like the number 2 or 3 pick and see what we can do if we can possibly get one of those picks. Number 2 was the Kings. Okay, so is it possible we could do this? We might be able to get this trade done. No, okay. What about if we add in that first round pick and a second? No. What about if we add in the rest of these seconds? No. Oh, come on. Okay, well, before we try to do any further trades, let me look at the prospects and see if we can't get either one of... If we can't get Deshaun Marshall, honestly, I don't know if I'm even willing to trade up. I mean... Because we already have our 2 young small forwards. Like, what does Owen Monroe look like? Okay, so he has a Hall of Fame ceiling as well. He's a power forward. I mean, his floor is Draymond Green, which is really good. His post defense is really good. Athleticism is really good. I mean, he could end up being a really good player for us. but I just don't know if he might get taken before. Let me try to get the 3rd pick in the draft and see what happens. So I know the Rockets have one of these 3rd picks in this draft. I know it's one of their picks. Oh, no, actually, it's the Pelicans. The Pelicans have the 3rd pick. Oh, and it can't be traded. Okay. Let's see if we can do something like this to get this pick. No. What about this, this, and this? No. Okay. Damn it. I really want to pick. Will you do it for the 5th pick? No, you really won't do that for the 5th pick in the draft. What about if we don't do Davion and we do... Oh, man, I just signed Carrington to an extension. Like, do I really want to give up on him yet? Man, this is a tough decision, guys. I don't really know what I want to do here. Because obviously, Davion Mitchell isn't enough in the trade package to get him. Let's see if we can do it with... Let's see if we can get the 4th pick with Carrington. Okay, so we got it. Okay, so we got the 4th pick when we added in Carrington. Okay. Please let us get one of those guys. Oh, God, man. We can't even get the 3rd pick, so we're just going to sit with this. So we have the 4th and the 18th pick in this year's draft, if I'm thinking right. Yeah, the 4th and the 18th. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this draft pans out, and hopefully we can get one of our guys. Okay, so with the 1st pick, the Jazz do take the center, Bernard Foster, out of Maryland. Let's see, with the next pick... Okay, so they take Jaysean Marshall. Please, Pelicans, you already have Zion. You don't need Owen Monroe. Please, 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 please. Yes, okay. So we're going to be able to get Owen Monroe in this draft. That is what I was banking on with getting this 4th pick. I really liked Owen Monroe. It seems like he's kind of like a do-it-all player, and he's going to turn in to be really good. So I believe that is who we are going to take with this pick. I'm just going to do a once-over of everybody else just to see. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody else that I'd want to take. And the only other guy with... Let's see. The only other guy who had a Hall of Fame is this Damian Burton, 6'4". I mean, let me see. Yeah, we're not going to worry about him. Yeah, we're good on that. All right, so we're taking Owen Monroe with the 4th pick in the 2027 NBA draft. Let's see what our Rob Mahoney has to say, our guy. Is the Wizards' selection of Owen Monroe any indication of what they think their chances are of re-signing free agent Keyshawn George? No, it's not. We just wanted a really good player. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and sim up to our next pick in this draft. All right, so with our 18th pick, let's go ahead and scan. I think I'm going to take a point guard with this pick. We don't really have any young point guards. We need one. So let's see if we can find one who we find decent enough. So this guy's got a Tony Parker, Rajon Rondo. It's not bad. Can't really shoot worth a lick, though. I mean, close shot and mid-range isn't terrible, honestly. Okay. I'm thinking Ed Ross. I mean, he's 5'11". Can steal the rock on occasion. I mean, he's got good playmaking. He's got decent enough shooting, and his perimeter. We're gonna go ahead and take Ed Ross with the 18th pick, the 5'11" point guard out of Nebraska. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for us in this draft. We're gonna go ahead and sim to the end. And I really like our picks right here. I did not realize, which I should have, that Owen Monroe was already 23 years old. I did not notice that. Okay. Ed Ross is 21, though. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. We're good. We're good. Team player options. Okay, so we definitely want to accept. Do I want to bring back Corey Kispert? I'm gonna say no. I mean, do we want to keep him? Like, what has he done? I mean, he shoots the ball really well, but he doesn't really average anything great. Like, he doesn't do anything but, like, shoot threes, probably. And he doesn't. It's not like he shoots a bunch of them, and it's not like he makes a bunch of them. You know what? We're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna get rid of him. I don't want to bring him back. We're gonna decline him, and we're gonna accept everybody else. Oh wait, Bilal wants to come back. I guess we'll just do our qualifying offer to him. Let's see. So Bilal wants $44 million a year. That's insane. Let's see what our cap holds are. So it's Bilal, Kispert, okay, so we're going to get rid of all of these. I don't want any of those guys back. And then I guess we're going to bring back Bilal if we can. He fits our system really well. So let's see if we can bring him back. Will he accept? Okay, so he is going to agree to this. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so we're good to go. We don't need to do anything else in free agency. Let's go ahead and go to our player progression. Hoping Lonnie Whitehead takes another jump, and our other rookies that we drafted last year should get a pretty decent jump too. Okay, so Lonnie Whitehead is a 91. I think he started last year as an 88. Sarr goes up again. He's a 90 now. Bilal's an 86. Keyshawn George is 84. Raymond Grant jumped up 6 to an 83. Willie Braun jumps up to an 80. Davion Mitchell actually improves a little bit. Okay, guys, y'all are seeing this, right? That's 2 years in a row Cameron Cheeks has jumped up 6. He started as a 66, so he went up 5 last year. So he started out as a 66 when we drafted him. He went up to a 71. He's now a 77 within 2 years. And our guy Knox jumped up 6. I mean, wow. Okay, I mean, guys, I think it's almost time to give our boy Cameron Cheeks some playing time. Do I? I think so. I mean, he's got an A+ 3-point shoot. 3-point rating. Let's see what his stat is for his 3 points. If it's like a 90, I think I'm going to have to put this dude on the court. Oh, yeah, it's a 90. Oh, I mean, look what I said. I said, if it's a 90, I got to put him on the court. He said, I got you. It's a 90. I mean, come on. He's actually got decent ball handle, too, and everything. Like, his perimeter defense is not great, but still. He's actually, like, pretty good. All right, we're going to see what we can work out with the rotation. All right, I don't think we need to do anything else in this offseason, so we're going to go ahead and sim the rest of this offseason, and I'll see you guys at the start of next season. All right, guys, so we are at the start of our next season. Let's go ahead and take one look at our roster real quick, just to refresh you guys. So it's going to be Lonnie Whitehead, Alexander Sarr, Bilal, Keyshawn George, Raymond Grant, A.J. Johnson, Willie Braun, Davion Mitchell, Cameron Cheeks, Mac Knox, Owen Monroe, and Ed Ross. Okay, one thing I am realizing, we have a lot of shooting guards on this team. Do we want to make a trade so we can get our guy Cheeks into some start, or at least some minutes? Like, I might get rid of A.J. Johnson, is what it's looking like to me. All right, so let's go ahead and go into our coach game plan. What kind of lineup do we have? So we got Davion Mitchell, Bilal, Raymond Grant, Sarr, and Lonnie Whitehead as our starting lineup with Keyshawn, AJ. Okay, so they already I didn't even have to do anything. They're giving Cameron Cheeks minutes without me even touching it. He's getting 17 minutes a game already. Willie Braun, Michael Knox, and that's it. Okay, I'm cool with that. They're giving my boy some minutes. Everything else looks good. I think we have, like, let's see, shooting guard, small forward. Shooting guard. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, all right, cool. But do we... Oh, man, I'm trying to think. Do we want to trade maybe one of our shooting guards for, like, a backup center? Because I think we have A.J. Johnson getting minutes, too. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's, like, 3 shooting guards that are getting minutes. Michael Knox, Cheeks, and A.J. Johnson. Let's see what we can get for A.J. Johnson, actually. I mean, we don't have any picks to give up. We don't have any draft picks in these upcoming next 2 drafts, I think. But I'm okay with that. Our team is set for a while, so I'm not even really worried about draft picks, to be honest with you. So let's see. Who has, like, a decent, like, backup center that we can go ahead and, like, maybe trade for? I really don't want a center who's too expensive either, so I'm trying to find, like, the right fit for this. Okay, I mean, the Pelicans have a bunch of young centers. Like, you don't need all of them. I mean, we should be able to just do a straight-up trade like this. No? Okay. What if we throw in... man, I don't know. What if we throw in Michael Knox as well? I mean, I'm not... No. How about... Because that center is probably going to be really good, and he's probably going to want, like, starting minutes anyways, because he's really young. Let's go ahead and keep looking. I wouldn't even mind getting, like, Carlo here. I like Carlo. Obviously, like I said, I'm a Pelicans fan. Let's see. Really, I just want like a good like defensive rebounding center. Okay, definitely not. I don't want somebody that bad. Maybe this guy? Or is no two? Okay. No. That's the guy that just got drafted. I mean, how many centers do these guys have? Good God. I mean, guys, from what it's looking like, let's just see if they do this Keon Stockton guy. Okay, no. All right. So we're going to try to get Carlo then. Let's try to get Carlo. Damn it. Okay, we can't because he just signed. Damn. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some other centers then. You know what? I would be willing to do this, honestly. This guy's 6'11". I really don't need him to do it. I just want a backup center to give our two centers that are starting some, like, minutes off. And I just want somebody who can defensive rebound, 89, offensive rebound, 89, block, 74. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, that's really all I need. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. We could probably just do a straight-up trade. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead into our rotation. Okay, perfect. So then now that gives these guys some more minutes. Can put Batista up here. I want to give some more minutes to, like, Bilal. Do, like, 28. Raymond Grant, let's push him up to, like, 30. Give this guy like that. Okay, that looks good. Keyshawn George, 27 minutes. Let's bump him down a little bit. And let's bump down our centers, too. I really don't want them playing too much and getting injured. So we're going to do like this. And even Bilal, I feel like he's injury prone, so I'm going to bump his minutes down a little bit, too. And we'll give, like, our new point guard, like, 9 minutes a game. All right, so that's what I'll do that. That lineup looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and go to our system proficiency. Okay, so it seems like the lineup's pretty good with this, actually. I don't think any other one's going to be more than that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go with pace and space like we usually have. All right, and I think we're set with everything else. So let's go ahead and get into the season. I will see you guys at the All-Star break. All right, guys, so we are here at the All-Star break, and it looks like things are starting to click for the Washington Wizards. We are 33-22 at the All-Star break. Let's go ahead and look at the stats, see how everybody's doing this year once again. All right, so Lonnie Whitehead is averaging 21, 11, and 5. 1 steal and 1 block a game. Raymond Grant is averaging 18, 5, and 3. Sarr, 14, 8, and 3. Davion Mitchell, 9, 2, and 5. Bilal, 10, 4, and 3. Keyshawn George, 8, 4, and 3. Cheeks, 12. Look at our boy Cheeks. Look at our boy Cheeks, bro. 12 points. What was he shooting from 3? Oh, beautiful. 41%. Who's shooting? Keyshawn George shooting 42%. Really, both of them shooting 42%. That's what I like to see. Okay. Our boy Knox averaging 10. Willie Braun averaging 8. And our backup center is doing his job. This is what I wanted. 6 points a game, 5 rebounds. That's what I like to see. All right, so that's what our stats are looking like at the All-Star break. Let's go ahead and look at the All-Stars. Your East All-Stars are going to be Cade Cunningham, Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Paolo Banchero, Evan Mobley, LaMelo Ball, Jalen Brunson, Cat, your boy Lonnie Whitehead, Jared Allen, Azur Thompson, Brandon Miller, and your West All-Stars are going to be Luka, Shea, Nikola Jokic, Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Zion, Miles Bridges, Alperen Sengun, Jalen Duran, Ja Morant. And let's go ahead and look at the standings, see where everybody's at so far. We are the number 2 seed in the East. Okay, Toronto is the only team above us at 35-18, and we are 33-22. And top of the West is going to be the San Antonio Spurs, followed by the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, guys, so we are in a good position. We're number 2 seed at the All-Star break. Let's go ahead and sim the rest of the season and see where we end up. All right, guys, so we've finished the season 51-31, our best record so far in this rebuild. Your 2028 MVP is going to be Wembanyama, averaging 26, 11, 3, 1, and 2. Your Rookie of the Year is going to be Jay-Sean Marshall, who we really wanted to get in the draft, but that's all right. Sixth Man of the Year is going to be Andrea Conti. Okay, Andrea, remember, this was the guy, I think, 2 seasons ago, we were debating on drafting besides Cameron Cheeks. But you know what? I'm always going to stick with my guy. But he wins your 6th Man of the Year. Wembanyama wins Defensive Player of the Year. As always, it seems like. Your Most Improved is going to be Andrea Conti. Nikola Jokic wins Clutch Player of the Year. And Mitch Anderson is your Coach of the Year for the Spurs. All-NBA first team is going to be Wembanyama, Jokic, Doncic, Scoot Henderson, and Ja Morant. Second team is going to be De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, our boy Lonnie Whitehead, Cade Cunningham, and Paolo Banchero. Third team is going to be Shea, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Sengun, and Mobley. Here are your defensive teams. Of course, the Thompson brothers are on there. All rookie first teams. Second team. Okay, we had 3 guys on the all rookie second team. I don't really think they played much. Let me see. Okay, go to your stats. Okay, yeah, so none of them really played anything. It's probably just that they were rookies. That is the reason that they got on the team. All right, so that's going to do it for that. Let's go ahead and get into these playoffs and see where we ended up. All right, guys, so we did finish with the number 2 seed in the East. So let's go ahead and simulate this play-in. All right, so in the first round, we are going to be taking on the Orlando Magic. Here's going to be our starting lineup. And let's see what the Magic are looking like. So they have A.J. Mitchell, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Quentin Post as their starting lineup. We're going to go ahead and sim this one game by game. So we take game 1. And Alexander Sarr goes out with a broken nose after the first game of the playoffs. No way. That's all right. Orlando take second game. We take the third. Series is tied 2-2 with Orlando. They take the third. Or they take game number 5. And then Davion Mitchell gets a dislocated right elbow. I mean, we just cannot stay healthy, bruh. It is absolutely absurd. And the Orlando Magic take the series with 2 devastating injuries we get in the first round. 2 of our starters. All right, so let's go ahead and sim the rest of these playoffs. All right, Chet Holmgren is your Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 30, 10, and 1 with 1 steal and 2 blocks a game. And Evan Mobley is your Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP, averaging 25, 10, 6, 1, and 2. I feel like this has been like the finals matchup the past like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. No, maybe, I don't know. Either way, they're always like in the finals of each of their respective conferences. Cavs win game 1. Actually, let's just sim this thing. And the Oklahoma City Thunder have won another championship, with Shea being your Finals MVP, averaging 29, 4, 7, 3, and 1. All right, guys, let's get into another offseason. Man, that was disappointing. That was our best season yet. We got the number 2 seed, and of course, in the first round of the playoffs, we get 2 huge injuries to Davion Mitchell and Alexander Sarr. That breaks my heart. But there's always another season, so let's keep it moving. We're going to skip through all this. Let's go straight to league meetings. They didn't do anything. Okay. Draft lottery. We'll just go ahead and see who gets the top 3 picks. So we don't even have a pick in this year's draft. So the Brooklyn Nets get the number 1 and the number 2 pick, with the Jazz getting the number 3. And the Nets have the number 4 pick. Okay. Well, they are probably going to be pretty good in a few years coming up. The 1, 2, and the 4 pick. That is insane. All right. Staff signing. Let's see if we need to do anything there. A CFO. We'll just get this guy. All right. We can skip past that. Combine. I don't even know what the top picks are. I'm just going to invite whoever's here because it doesn't matter. We don't even have a pick in this draft. And let's go to the NBA draft. I'm just going to go ahead and look at all the players for y'all just so you can kind of see what the draft class looks like and who's probably going to get drafted. So the projected number 1 pick is going to be JT Forte. Let's see what he looks like. Okay, he actually looks pretty good. Out of Arizona State, a 6'9", shooting guard. Dwayne Wade, All-NBA ceiling. Let's go ahead and scroll through these guys. Noel McKinney has a Hall of Fame, and Henry Bibby starter as his floor. Okay, yeah, he looks pretty good. I think he might be, it looks like he might be the only Hall of Fame ceiling and the center. All right, yeah. So that's what the draft class is looking like, just so y'all can see. And we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm just going to go over like the first couple of picks, and then we're just going to sim the rest of this draft. I just want to see who the Nets get, honestly. They have 3 of the top 4 picks. So they do take JT Forte with the number 1 pick. They take Trace Milton with their 2nd pick. The Utah Jazz are going to take Ronald Cooper. And did the Nets just take 3 small forwards in a row? Or what was their first pick? Was he a power forward? I don't even know. But they took a lot of forwards. So they're going to take Brad Hodges with their 4th pick. Let's see who the Trailblazers take. They ended up taking Anderson Miller out of Iowa. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and sim the rest of this draft. We don't have any rookie signings, team player options. We are going to accept all the player options for these guys. Yep. We are going to do that. Let me see what our cap holds are. Guys, I mean, okay, so this is where we have a decision to make. Do we keep the Twin Towers around? I mean, I think so, because if we get rid of these cap holds and we don't have like the Larry Bird rights to these players, then we're not even really gonna have that much cap room to sign someone anyways. So I guess we're just gonna bring both of these guys back. We can get rid of these two dudes. I mean, I don't even know who they are, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to re-sign Sarr. I'm gonna drop the salary down just a tad bit. Let's see what offers has he gotten. Okay, so the Suns offered him 40. Okay, so we're just gonna have to do an all-out contract for Alexander Sarr. Okay, I'll be given the opportunity to match the contract. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna match that. I mean, do we want to get rid of Keyshawn George? That is a good question. I mean, he shoots the ball well, but he doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, he averages 8, 4, and 3. We're just gonna keep him as a cap hold right now. And let's look at our roster. I want to see, like, if we do decide to get rid of Keyshawn, like, what could we do to, like, kind of fill his shoes? Okay, so I forgot, we do have Owen Monroe. He is I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I was gonna say we could try to convert one of these guys to like a power forward, but I guess we don't really need to. Yeah, we're just gonna let Keyshawn go. Honestly, I don't want to pay him as much money as he probably wants. Like, what does he even want? Yeah, I mean, he wants $44 million a year. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about him. We're just gonna bring back Alexander Sarr. All right, so we're going to go ahead and sim the rest of this free agency. We don't have anything else to do. Let's go into player progression again. I'm hoping Lonnie Whitehead goes up a little bit more. I don't know if he's capping out at his potential right now. Okay, so no, he's not. He went up another 3. He is now a 94. Sarr is a 91. Raymond Grant went up to an 85. Bilal is an 87. Our boy, so Cameron Cheeks and Michael Knox are like making huge upgrades every year. Like with like 6 or 7, they're bumping up every single year. So, I mean, we're looking good for this year, man. I mean, we have 290. We should be pretty good this year. Like the only thing that I might want to go, okay, and huge. So Owen Monroe jumps up to an 80. So that can fill the shoes of Keyshawn George like right away. The one thing like I kind of want to do is like, do I give up like maybe Bilal and Davion Mitchell for like a better point guard? Like I know we have our rookie who like already went up 5, Ed Ross. But like I think I want to go out and get like a better point guard. So let's see if we can work that. Like I'm willing to give up on Bilal. Like I feel like his stats really aren't that great for us. So yeah, let's see if we can package him with Davion Mitchell and see what we can get. But we're gonna go ahead and sim the rest of this. We're gonna do it at the beginning of next year. Or actually, I'm trying to think. Let's try to do it now if we can. Yeah. So Bilal and Davion Mitchell. And let's see if we can get a point guard, man. We could. That would be funny. We could get our guy, Jay-Sean, if they're willing to trade him. It's just too much money, though. He doesn't make enough money. That's the only problem. Both of these guys' contracts are really big, so we'd have to get somebody with a contract who's pretty big. Like, we could maybe try to get Scoot Henderson. I wouldn't mind at all. Let's see. We could get somebody like Anthony Black, possibly. Like, what are his stats, though? Or what are his attributes? It's more what I should be saying. Pretty good player. Perimeter defense is actually really good, too. Would you be willing to give us Anthony Black? Okay, so the only problem with this is that Davion Mitchell, that contract is killing us. Okay, but what we could do is try to do like a straight up trade. Like give up Bilal for like Anthony Black. Let's see. Like I'll give up my 2032. No? Okay, we still can't trade those. Okay, they want Willie Braun and they want to give us Zach Wright, who is 25 and he's an 82 overall. Do I want to give up Willie Braun? I mean, he's 25 as well. I think I'm honestly cool with this. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to go ahead and do this trade. We're going to bring Anthony Black to the Washington Wizards. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, and now what I would want to do is try to package Davion Mitchell and get something out of him. Because I'd rather just have our rookie play to help him improve. Yeah, so we're going to try to get rid of Davion Mitchell now. Let's just go to Trade Finder and see what somebody would be willing to offer for him. Oop. All right, so let's see. What is somebody willing to give us in return for Davion Mitchell? Somebody's willing to give... Okay, but they want our center as well. PJ Washington. I don't want a big contract out of this. Two centers? God, no. Malik Monk. Oh, man. What do I want to do here? Like, should I just get like a... Should I just get like a PJ Washington and not even play him? And then we can get like a pick for him? Like, I'm seeing these first round picks and stuff, so it's like... Everyone that's offering a first round pick wants that backup center that we have. I don't really want to do that, though. So, what I'm thinking is we're going to take this trade right here. Davion Mitchell for PJ Washington. They're giving us a second round pick. I'm going to do this right here. All right, perfect. All right, guys. So we now have a new roster. We're going to go ahead and sim the rest of this offseason, and I will see you guys at the beginning of the new season. All right, guys. So we are here at the beginning of the new season, the 2028 season. So this is a look at our roster. We now have Lonnie White. Well, we still have Lonnie Whitehead, Sarr, Raymond Grant. We also now have Anthony Black. We have Cameron Cheeks, Mac Knox. We got Zach Wright, the fourth out of that trade. Owen Monroe, PJ Washington, Ed Ross, Diego Batista, and then some people you do not even need to know about because they will never see the court. All right, let's go ahead and go into our coaching game plan and see what the rotation is looking like right now. So we have Anthony Black, Mac Knox, Raymond Grant, Alexander Sarr, Lonnie Whitehead, with Cameron Cheeks coming off the bench as our sixth man, Zach Wright, Owen Monroe, PJ Washington, and Ed Ross. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take out PJ Washington and put in Diego Batista instead. Because I don't even really care about PJ Washington playing at all, because I don't even want to bring him back to the team after this year's over from that trade. So this is what we're going to do here. Yeah, I like this. This is like a perfect bench five. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, this rotation looks actually like perfect to me. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's go ahead and get on to the season. I will see you guys at the All-Star break. All right, guys. So we have reached the All-Star break, and I want you to go ahead and look at the bottom left corner of your screen. The Washington Wizards are 44-9 at the All-Star break. Wow. All right, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting to have a record like this, and I finally think we got the roster. So let's go ahead and look at the stats for this year for all our guys. So Lonnie Whitehead is averaging 22, 12, and 6 with 1 steal and a block a game. Raymond Grant's averaging 18, 5, and 4. Sarr's averaging 12, 8, and 3. Black is averaging 8, 3, and 4. Knox is averaging 14, 4, and 3. Our guy Cameron Cheeks is averaging 16, 4, and 3. Let's go, man. Zach Wright is averaging 11, 4, and 3. Owen Monroe 4, 3, and 1. PJ 6, 3, and 1. And Ross 5, 2, and 2. Let's go ahead and look at the All-Stars. Your East All-Stars are going to be Cade Cunningham, Trae Young, Evan Mobley, Lonnie Whitehead, Cat, Jalen Brunson, Brandon Miller, Jaylen Brown, Donald Person. That was the center who was drafted in the same draft as Lonnie Whitehead. He went second overall. Zion, who is now with the Chicago Bulls, Jarrett Allen, LaMelo Ball. Your West All-Stars are going to be Ja, Luka, Nikola Jokic, Wembanyama, Giannis, who is now with the Lakers, Anthony Edwards, Stephon Castle, Jalen Williams, Sengun, Amen Thompson, and Gregory McKinney, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go ahead and look at the standings and see where everybody is at midway through the year. We are the number 1 seed in the East at 44-9, followed by Toronto, who is 42-13. So there's like 3 teams in the East who are like stacked, and everybody else is kind of jumbled up in the middle. Us, Cleveland, and Toronto are definitely leading the pack. In the Western Conference, it is definitely more even throughout, but the Trailblazers are number 1, followed by the San Antonio Spurs. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and sim the rest of this year, and we will find out what our record will be. All right, guys. So we finished the season 65-17, and Lonnie Whitehead is your MVP of the league in 2029, averaging 22, 11, 6, 1, and 1. JT Forte is going to be your rookie of the year. Gregory McKinney is going to be your sixth man. Wembanyama is defensive player of the year. Chad Harris is most improved. Jalen Brunson is your clutch player of the year. And Michael Stauffer is your coach of the year. All right, let's go ahead and get into these all NBA teams. Lonnie Whitehead, Jokic, Wembanyama, Ja Morant, and Luka Doncic are your first team. Second team is going to be Cade Cunningham, Sengun, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, and Evan Mobley. Third team is going to be Scotty Barnes, Scoot Henderson, Stephon Castle, LaMelo Ball, and Anthony Edwards. All defensive teams. And your all rookie teams. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into these playoffs. We should be the number 1 seed, and yes, we are. Let's go ahead and simulate this play-in. We are going to be taking on the Detroit Pistons in this year's playoffs. Here's our starting lineup. We got Anthony Black, Cameron Cheeks, Raymond Grant, Alexander Sarr, Lonnie Whitehead with Mack Knox, Zach Wright, Owen Monroe, PJ Washington, and Ed Ross coming off the bench. Let's see what Detroit starting lineup is. So they have Cade Cunningham, Frankie Gravett, Azur Thompson, Jarace Walker, and Daniel Gafford with Primo, Williams, Ryan Rollins, and Sergey Alenichev. All right, we should be able to handle the Pistons in the first round pretty easily. Let's go ahead and sim game by game and see how it goes. We take game number 1, take game number 2, take game number 3, and we go ahead and sweep the Detroit Pistons. So let's go ahead and see who we are going to be facing between the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat. All right, so we are taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Hornets have LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Josh Giddey, Julius Randle, and J.J. Longley. He was also another center that was drafted in the same year as Lonnie Whitehead whenever we had that draft that was just absolutely stacked with centers. Here's how their bench is looking. Let's go ahead and sim this round and see how we do. We take game number 1. We also take game number 2, take game number 3. The Hornets take game number 4, and we take game number 5 and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's see who we will be playing. We are going to be taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's going to be the Spurs and the Trailblazers in the Western Conference. All right, let's go ahead and sim through this round game by game. Cleveland takes game number 1. We take game number 2. We take game number 3. We take game number 4. We are 1 win away from our first ever finals. And the Washington Wizards are in the finals. Let's see who we are going to be taking on. As of right now, it looks like the Spurs are going to be going to the finals, and I dread that because that means we have to play Victor Wembanyama. And, yep, okay. So, Stephon Castle is your Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 27, 5, 5, 1. And Lonnie Whitehead is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging 27, 12, and 7 with almost 2 blocks a game. Lonnie, you are a dog, my brother. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the finals. For the finals, we're going to go ahead and do a sim with Livecast so we can kind of see the game play out in real time. And we'll jump in at any important moments in the game or throughout the series.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, sorry. I did not mean to do sim with live cast. Let me exit out of this. Okay. I meant to do just simulate with Simcast. Actually, before we start the finals, let me see with our rotations if there's like anybody I want to cut out of the rotation. I guess not. I mean, they're only giving Ed Ross like 8 minutes a game, so it's really like a 9-man rotation. Honestly, I'm cutting out PJ Washington. I don't want PJ Washington in the game. Let's do this. And let's give minutes to like Anthony Black, Michael Knox, Cheeks. I want all these guys. I want all our starting lineup to at least be getting 30 minutes a game. All right, so that's going to be our lineup right there. So we're going to do a 9-man rotation. Let me do that. 9. All right. Let's go ahead and get into these finals. Sim speed. We're going to do fast. All right, so in game 1, it looks like we are getting a pretty commanding lead here. Yep, looks like we're going to take home game 1. We take it 104-92 against the Spurs. Box score, let's see how our guys did. Raymond Grant had a really good game with 27. Knox had 19. Whitehead with 16, 18, and 4. Everybody had pretty decent games. All right, let's go ahead and get into game number 2. Okay, it looks like they might be pulling away with game number 2. Okay, no, we're bringing it back. Okay, it is now a tie game. All right, we're going to slow it down a little bit here and see if this is going to be an opportunity to jump in if the game gets close. But it looks like we're pulling away in the last minutes here. Okay, yeah, so we are going to also take game number 2 with a score of 113-101, and your Washington Wizards are 2 games away from taking home the NBA Finals. Let's look at the box score here. Lonnie Whitehead with a big game, 27 and 12. Raymond Grant with 21. Zach Wright with 17. Sarr with 12, 9, and 5 with 3 steals and 3 blocks. Everybody seems to be playing pretty well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into game number 3 where we are now on the road. Man, these are really tight games. Like, every time going into the fourth quarter, it's a tight game. Come on, boys. Come on, come on. Oh, my God, this game is so close, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to go ahead and jump in right here. 1:12 left on the clock. 125-125. All right, let me go ahead and do this. All right, so Spurs have the ball. 1:12 left, 125, 125. Oh, no, okay. Okay, D-up, Sarr, come on. Wembanyama for the shot. No good. Sarr with the rebound. Come on, boys. Sarr's taking it all the way. He's going up. And a foul. We are in the bonus, too. Perfect. So Sarr's going to be at the free throw line with 58 seconds left to go up 2 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We have a 2-0 lead right now. Oh, man, I want to bring home this championship so bad, guys. I think we are on year 4 or 5 of this rebuild. And Sarr is going to make the first free throw. It looks like we were subbing in some guys, probably for defense. We're subbing in Grant, and who else did we sub in? Anthony Black. Yeah, we're definitely subbing in for defense. And Sarr makes the second.
And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want to
Come on, guys. Yup. They're just feeding Wembanyama the ball, and they were trying to force feed him, and he makes it. I mean, what are you going to do to stop that? A jump hook from the free throw line. I mean, we have a 7'3" guy guarding Whitehead. Oh, that's a mismatch. That's Alexander Sarr all day. Oh, no. Oh, no. What kind of shot is that? Oh, please switch off of that. Block him. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. What are we doing?
There's 31 seconds left.
Come on, guys. At least, like... Okay, we're taking a timeout here.
What's the best strategy for it?
Oh, this is more stressful than actually watching the NBA, y'all.
They might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And, guys, in the comments, let me know what team you would like to see me try to rebuild next. We're probably going to... I think we're in year 4 or 5 of this rebuild, and we're probably going to go... I'll probably do this rebuild for like 8 years, maybe 10 years, and see how many championships we can get. And then I'll be moving on to the next team. So in the comments, let me know what you guys would like to see as my next team in another rebuild. Oh, man. Okay, we need a bucket here, guys.
This is the playoffs. Leave it all out there on the floor. It's winning time. Finish it. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Let's draw something up. Come on, Michael Stauffer. You better drew up something good. Get the ball in? Okay, thank God. Okay. Pick and roll with Sarr. Don't just shoot. Why do we keep going to Sarr so much? This dude is like, oh, please don't go up with that. Okay. You get a pick and roll going here. Yep. Anthony Black? No! No, no foul, foul, foul.
No choice but to stop the clock here. Again, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Oh, God, guys, that is heartbreaking. I mean, that was a good shot. He had an open 3, and he just missed it. Oh, come on. We need a miss right here. That's off. That's off. That's off. That's off. That's off. Okay, we still have a chance in this game. We have no timeouts, though. No timeouts.
Second and 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point
Get it up the floor quick, please, Anthony Black.
Left in the final quarter.
Go, 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 go. Pull up, Knox. That's deep. Oh, that's going to be game, man. Oh, no. All right, let's quit out of this. Oh, sim to end, sorry. Oh, so the Spurs take game 3 with a score of 132 to 127. That was a great time to jump in. We had 2 open shots to either take the lead or tie that game, and we just missed them. All right, let's go ahead and get into game number 4. Okay, it looks like the Spurs are pulling away here. Okay, it looks like another close game. Okay, yeah, we're going to jump in right here. 134. We're up 113 to 110. I believe we have the ball. Let's go ahead and jump into this game right here. We're having a huge second half to get us back into this game.
Down here for the Wizards.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting.
So we are at the
from
free throw line.
distance.
Cameron Cheeks is at the free throw line.
Confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense. Just not
Buckets. That's our guy, yo. That's our guy, man.
Good aggression has led to a number of easy chances and points at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Ingram comes in for Wiseman.
Why? I feel like they've
And
given
Cassell
everybody
in for
the
Victor
same, like,
Wembanyama.
facial
And
hair.
the switcher also
Cheeks
for
and
Washington.
Lonnie Whitehead have
Brand is checked in
the
for
exact same facial hair. No chin with like a little, some chin hair.
And it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you
Same
guys,
thing
those
with
free throws are
Raymond
big
Grant.
two-possession games.
We've got
Okay, let me switch this camera angle real quick. I don't know why it's not on 2K. There we go.
Cassell.
Good D. Ah, okay, so he gets the bucket.
Then it's Buckner.
All right, guys, come on. Chew a little bit of clock and get a bucket right here, please. Like, we need to win this game.
Following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Whitehead.
Oh, no. That's not a good shot, Lonnie.
Hartenstein.
D up, D up, D up, D up, D up. No, hell no. That's Sar. We're there. Give me that. Let's go, Sar. Get that out of here. Give it up. That's a dunk. Oh, let's go. Let's go, boys.
Transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end
Oh, God, he just blew past him bad. Oh, he got a block.
Piece of it.
Anthony Black with the block.
And here we go.
Lonnie Whitehead taking up the court. Oh, that's a mismatch. Give it to Lonnie.
Comes with the double
Yep.
team.
Kick it.
That's
Is that a bucket?
Cameron
Cameron Cheeks, guys. I know. What are we witnessing? Cameron Cheeks is closing out this game for us.
In hand.
This is a textbook
That's a block.
example of playing
Yep.
the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing
That
to
should be
execute.
game here, guys. We're up 8 with
6-second
25
difference
seconds
between
left.
shot and
Yeah, I don't
game.
even think they're going to foul.
Back to Black. Pass to Cheeks.
Oh, look at Cheeks.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Then one on Castle.
At the line for the Wizards, Cheeks, 2 shots.
All right, guys. If he makes these 2 free throws, we're just going to go ahead and send to the end of this game.
Good, and that will put them up by 9.
Yep,
Cheeks
and
hits
he
them
sure
both.
does.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And the Washington Wizards are going to take game number 4 in the series.
And so it's Washington
We are
easily
one
grabbing this
win
one.
away
And sitting at
from an
11,
NBA
the
championship,
2-1
and I
lead.
believe our
And
4th or
Graham
5th year. All right, guys, let's get into game number 5. Come on, boys. Let's go ahead and take it home. Guys, and we are pulling away, it seems like. And, I was going to jump in so we could see the celebration, but for the first time, your Washington Wizards are NBA champions. Let's go, guys. And Lonnie Whitehead is your finals MVP, averaging 30, almost 13 and 5 with almost 2 blocks a game. Let's go, man. Let's see how he did in this. Cheeks had 26 in game 5. What was game 4? Cheeks, what did Cheeks have in game 4? 19. Dude, Cheeks was balling out, guys. Oh, man, I just love to see it. All right, guys, so finally, we are NBA champions. All right, guys, so we are going to end the video right there. We, the Washington Wizards, have gotten our first championship in the 2028 season. In the next video, we will be picking up in the offseason of 2029. And I will see you guys in the next video.